And welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. Joined by Coach Stan Van Gundy and Grant Hill. This is Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce is our reporter. All right, let's take a look at some numbers for Peyton Pritchard.
And over the last 5 games, his field goal percentage has increased. And you can make a case his confidence as well because of this.
So a look at our starters for Orlando. On the wing, it'll be Bane and Wagner. Banchero and Carter Jr. make up the front court. And it's Suggs in at the 1. And for the Celtics, at the forward spots, the talented pair of Brown and Tatum. Derek White out there with Sam Hauser. And it's Vucevic in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Well, Grant, we are creeping closer to the halfway point of the season. And some teams have really found their identity.
Yeah, that's right, B.A. We know who most of these squads are now. And their opponents do too. And as the year goes on, the better the scouting reports get.
Now here's Hauser. Back to Tatum. Clock at 4. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. And the power rankings look more concrete every day. Plenty of games behind us here in December. You look at the Mavericks, they're a rising team climbing to 5th on the board.
Well, I think for the Magic, they're middle of the pack right now. These guys understand what needs to be done to move up. It all comes down to execution.
Banchero against Tatum. Banchero passes to Bane. The 3 from Suggs. The rebound by Jason Tatum. Hauser outside. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
And about a minute gone in the first quarter. Banchero against Tatum. Now here's Banchero. The D's right on him. Wagner outside. Shot clock at 6. Shoots over Brown. And it's Wagner missing.
Well, he's more than comfortable in the mid-range, but you can't make them all.
This one for 3. They grab their own miss. Vucevic, the pass to Hauser. No good with the triple.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Here's Suggs. Pass to Carter. On the wing, Bane. Shoots over Brown. Rebound, Boston.
You can't play better defense than that, patrolling that mid-range area.
And the shot is good on the assist by Tatum.
And look, Brown is good at capitalizing inside, which is why the defense has to push him further away.
For Orlando, they've gone 0 for 3 from the floor to begin this one. You know, Grant, for all his competitive nature, Tatum has a pretty calm demeanor. You appreciate that?
Yes, indeed. As a team leader, a father, a role model, and a professional, you can't ask for much better than Jason Tatum. He is the real deal.
That one drops for him.
And they get that first bucket. 1 for 4 to start this game.
Outside White. Wagner against Brown. Here's Hauser. Off target from outside.
Defense dodged a bullet that time. Total breakdown.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Joe Mazzulla. He was blunt when talking about his assessment of Franz Wagner. Coach praised the toughness Wagner plays with, saying, "We're talking about a 6'10" wing who goes hard to the bucket. He invites contact. Those aren't easy guys to contend with." Back to you guys.
Appreciate the report, Allie. Here's Hauser. The Magic making their last shot. White can't hit.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Wagner, the pass to Banchero. Kicks it out to Wagner. The 3 from Bane. The rebound by Jason Tatum. Boston's gone 0 for 4 from deep to start this one. White for 3, and he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
And White knows he has the green light to fire from deep. Great looking 3-ball there.
Magic trail by 3. Payne surveying the D. Pass to Carter. Now Wagner, defended by Brown. Here's Carter, and the call will be against Derek White. That's his first foul. They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it inbounds in time. Over the last 10 games at the free throw line, this is the list of the best power forwards and centers. Second, Jason Tatum.
And I love how these bigs take the touch they have in the paint straight to the free throw line.
Yeah, what a luxury for the coaches. They can trust their bigs to make free throws. That takes a load of stress away.
Now here's White. He came away with 14 points in his last game. Hauser passes to Vucevic. Down low. Wagner with a steal. Banchero finds Suggs. That's in. Coming off an assist from Banchero. Suggs has got 7 points in the game. And so it's Tatum who brings up the ball for the Celtics. This game coming after a loss versus the Raptors.
It's always hard to get a win on the road, especially when you show zero energy on the defensive end.
Yeah, when you have a defensive showing this poor, it's normally due to an overall lack of effort.
Here's Suggs. He had 34 points in the win against New York.
And his assist numbers were remarkable as well. His play is crucial to this team's success.
Here's Banchero. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
I mean, 6'10", about 250. Banchero imposing his will inside.
White with a screen on Wagner. Takes a step back. Outside Tatum. And then jammed down as he goes right over Paolo Banchero.
That's a big-time move by Jason Tatum. I don't know how many style points you give him on that one.
Well, that's a fantastic view there from the AT&T Connected Cam. The Magic have gone 4 of 9 in this one so far. Banchero against Tatum. Here's Carter. And no good. His first shot of the night, missing. The Celtics have gone 5 of 9 from the floor. Hauser. And a miss there on the triple.
Yeah, just a little off his game this quarter. He's trying to work his way into a rhythm.
Right side Bane. There's the triple. That one doesn't drop. Excellent D there from Hauser. The Celtics with the lead. Pass to Tatum. Nice ball movement by Boston. Here's Vucevic. No good with a fallback jumper. Orlando's gone 1 for 5 from three-point range. A cold start. Here's Wagner. Hauled in by Brown.
Oh, this is exactly the kind of opportunity you don't want to waste.
Hauser passes to Vucevic. Here's Tatum. Kick out to Brown. Just 5 on the clock. Late clock. The Celtics got to hurry here. Great open look there. Hauser's got 5 points.
That's just excellent team basketball. Brown is all about getting it to the open shooter.
Now Suggs. He's got 7. Well, it's hard to stop a 6'10 wing who can handle and play through contact. And the Magic have 2 of them, Grant.
Yeah, the numbers remarkably similar for Paolo Banchero and Franz Wagner. Banchero is stronger and more of a rebounder, but both of them are stars.
Carter finds Bane. 2 on the clock to get back on track. Ooh, a little luck that time as it drops.
And a nice job staying calm under pressure. Bane doesn't get rattled when the shot clock is running low.
Celtics lead by 3. And so Joe Mazzulla calls a timeout. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Walsh is checked in for Boston. Pritchard comes in for White. Then for Orlando, Wagner's checked in for Bain. And Black subbed in for Suggs. Here's Walsh. From outside the arc. The rebound by Carter. Magic trail by 3. Black with it. Banchero outside. And he makes it.
Oh, too big, too strong. It'll take more than that to stop Banchero.
For Boston, they've gone 6 of 13 so far in this one. Outside, Brown. Wagner against Tatum. Six on the shot clock. That one is off. Great D that time from Wagner. Orlando has gone 1 for 5 from three-point range. A cold start. Vucevic with a steal. Here's Walsh. He's scoreless. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Banchero. Banchero's got his 4th rebound in this one. Wagner up top. Back to Banchero. Pass to Wagner. And the dunk by Wagner.
Well, look, you can't let Wagner get this deep. You deserve to get dunked on when you give him this position.
Boston trailing. Tatum feeling it out a bit. A little mid-range shot is up. Misses off the right iron. The Magic have got 7 of 15 to find the net. Here's Wagner. And the dunk by Wagner.
Well, with his size and power, Wagner can seem unstoppable at the rim.
Boston shooting just 38% so far in this one. Now here's Pritchard. 11 points for him last game against Toronto. Outside Tatum, looking to end the run. The rebound by Carter. Carter's got 4 rebounds now.
That's how you want to see them crash the glass. They've been out-hustled so far.
Carter, a screen on Brown. Wagner, the pass to Carter. Shoots over Vucevic. And good, as it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
Setting each other up beautifully. I love it. 8 of their last 10 points coming off assists.
And so Joe Mazzulla decides to call a timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Some changes for Boston. Cadis checked in for Vucevic. Garza comes in for Jason Tatum. And Derek White subbed in for Jaylen Brown. Then for Orlando, Bataze's checked in for Carter. Isaac comes in for Paolo Banchero. And it's Desmond Bain in for Franz Wagner. .146 left in the opening quarter. Here's White. The shot from the low post is good. White's got 5.
Well, listen, White doesn't fear anyone inside. He wants to get down low and cash in.
Black outside. Fires from deep. He drops it from range. And the Magic lead by 6.
Yeah, the combination of shooting inside, it's what made Black a top 10 pick.
Cada, pass to White. It's deflected. Inside. Cada gets the bucket.
Offensive rebounding is all about wanting it. Fantastic effort there, leading to second chance points.
Bain against White. Pass to Bataze. White with a steal. All alone on the break. And that one's good. Now just a 2-point Orlando lead.
A sharp steal and some quick offense cuts it down to a one-possession game. Well done.
Orlando has gone just 2 for 6 from the arc here in the first. Black passes to Wagner. And here's Bain. From behind the arc. Queta pulls it in.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's going to be able to shoot his way out of this one or not.
Pritchard, the pass to Queta. White for 3. The shot, no good. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Orlando ahead, up 2. Quarter number 2 coming up right after this break. Don't go anywhere. And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Orlando.
Well, they're in a great flow. The ball's moving. All those assisted buckets means the offense is running well.
And I've also really liked how aggressive they've been in the open floor. I mean, when they see a chance to push it, they go for it.
On the court for the Magic, Mo Wagner is out there with Goga Bitadze. Then it's Desmond Bain. Then there's Jonathan Isaac. And it's Black in at the point guard position. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. In terms of two-way guards, Grant, Desmond Bain is as good as any. What do you see in his game?
Well, just look at him, B.A. Bain is so strong. That really helps him there on the defensive end. And offensively, a lights-out three-point shooter.
The free throw drops for Bain. And when a team is able to play different ways with lineup versatility, how valuable is that to you as a coach?
Well, look, B.A., the best teams simply have to be able to win in different ways. They've got to be able to win with their offense, win with their defense. They've got to be able to win in an up-tempo game. They've got to be able to win in a grinded-out half-court game. If you've only got one way you can win, the best opponents will be able to take that away. Versatility is a must.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you, guys. The Celtics understand that they'll be tested. Jaylen Brown said growth is a journey with ups and downs. You have to stay with it. You can't complain. Don't let it break your spirit. We've just got to keep building the right habits, keep being versatile, and keep learning from these experiences. Brian, back to you.
Always looking to get better. Thank you, Allie. Boston with the ball. Following the three-point basket by Orlando. Pass to Queta. 6 to shoot. Nice ball movement by Boston. From the high post. It's rebounded by Wagner.
Missed opportunity. He's just got to shake that one off.
Isaac outside. And he drives in. And the dunk by Isaac.
And that looked like a guard on the attack. Isaac using his athleticism and quickness to capitalize.
Second quarter, a little over a minute and a half in. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
White for 3. Orlando with the rebound.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Here's Isaac. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Strength and speed, coach. A combination that Jonathan Isaac brings to the table.
Yeah, Brian, that combo makes him a capable rebounder. He'll grab boards whether he's on the move or stationary. And B.A., he is a devastating defender.
First free throw is good.
You know, Isaac had some injury struggles in his career, but he hasn't let that deter him. He still plays with a lot of intensity and gives this game his all.
Hauser, he's checked in for Garza. And a change for the Magic. Jalen Suggs is checked in for Black. And so he hits both. Well, Stan, Joe Mazzulla is a young head coach taking over on the Celtics bench in 2022.
Well, B.A., he's got a rare intensity about him. Certainly not afraid to think outside the box, and obviously the results speak for themselves.
Magic leading by 5. Pass to Bane. Batase, a screen on White. To the paint. That's good from Batase on the assist by Bane. Batase's got his first bucket in this one.
Well, that's a great pass. He has the timing and rhythm of a metronome.
All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. And here's White. Give him 8. Clock at 6 to the right side. Here's Pritchard. The shot comes out. Great D that time from Suggs. And Suggs has got the ball here for the Magic. They lead by 7. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Nets. It'll be a quick stopover at home before they have to get back out on the road. Nails it from 3.
I just love the ball movement.
The Celtics have gotten 2 of 5 shots to fall this second quarter. Pass to White. To the middle. Here's Kata. Oh, and he brings it down with a two-handed jam.
Strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Wagner with a screen on Pritchard. Wagner outside. Now here's Bane. Isaac outside. Suggs outside. 5 to shoot. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
Well, it's great to see Suggs become more and more confident as a jump shooter.
Celtics trail by 11. Now Pritchard. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Soft touch off the glass. Pritchard's gotten his second bucket on the night.
In the NBA, you let anyone shoot inside 5 feet, you're putting yourself at a disadvantage.
Orlando has got it going from deep. 3 for 3 so far in the quarter. Wagner finds Isaac. On the wing, Suggs. To the inside. Here's Batase, and it's Orlando with another.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Boston has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Pass to Pritchard. Great D that time from Suggs.
Excellent coverage defensively, making it hard on him.
And it's Wagner missing. The Celtics have gotten 4 of 8 shots to drop in the second. Pritchard against Bane. Here's Wagner. And the dunk by Wagner.
Yeah, great job by Wagner, throwing around that big body on the offensive glass.
Celtics trail by 13. White with it. Give him 8 points now. Poke loose. And stolen by Suggs. Here's Isaac. Perfect night so far. 2 for 2.
And it gets even worse for them. I mean, he just waltzes down the lane, extending their advantage. Not good.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
So it's Boston now. Orlando making their last shot. Hauser passes to Kata. Stolen by Bain. Oh, it's blocked. It deflects off the backboard. On the wing, Isaac. On the wing, Suggs. Puts up a three. Rebounded by the Celtics. Kid has got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Walsh. It's rebounded by Wagner. Wagner's got 5 rebounds in the game. Here's Bain. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play opportunity.
Timeout.
Orlando shooting their 5th free throw of the game here. And so now a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. And Boston with some changes. Jason Tatum, he's checked in for Walsh. And it's Brown in for Derek White. Then for Orlando, Paolo Banchero comes in for Batase. And Franz Wagner's subbed in for Isaac. The free throw drops for Bain. And while they've continued to progress into an elite defense, the Magic knew they had to improve offensively.
And balancing a roster is tricky, B.A. You don't want to lose that defensive identity, but you got to give up something to get something back.
And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
B.A., when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice. Orlando leading by 16. Suggs, the pass to Banchero. Nice D from Tatum. And it's Tatum with the ball for the Boston Celtics. Last time they met was right here, and they were able to come out with a win.
Well, in this last matchup, they captured the win in large part because their backups provided a lot of the scoring punch.
And they came away with the win last time in large part due to their depth. Great game from their bench.
Here's Suggs. After the basket by Boston. Down low. Wagner. It falls. He's now 2 of 5 from the field.
Yeah, Wagner uses his size to muscle through that smothering interior defense.
For Boston, they've gone 6 of 11 here in the second quarter. To the middle. Here's Hauser. Good. And Brown gets the assist. Brown's got 3 assists now in this one.
Moving the ball for the highest percentage look.
So it's Orlando now. It's a 14-point game. This game coming on the heels of their win versus the Knicks.
You have to credit the game plan going in, especially at the offensive end, where they were just so relentless.
Yeah, that kind of performance on the road really speaks to their preparation and mental fortitude.
Now here's Brown. 17 points for him last game against Toronto.
And he did a lot of work on the glass as well. He impacted the game on multiple fronts.
Orlando leading by 12. Here's Suggs. And Carroll with a screen on Pritchard. Here's Suggs. Sweet little floater. Suggs has got 12.
He's been reliable from the floor, and that's reflected on the scoreboard.
The Celtics have gotten 8 of 13 shots to fall in the second quarter. And there's a pick. To the left side wing. Pritchard from outside. Offensive rebound. There's Tatum with the 3. Tatum drills the 3.
And another great assist. The offense is really clicking now.
Orlando with the ball. They lead by 11. Wagner, left side. Pass to Wagner. Now here's Suggs. He's got 12. 6 to shoot. Wagner finds Bain. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Boston has gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter in the second so far. Tatum against Wagner. Tatum passes to Queta. Brown looking around to the paint. Tatum gets the bucket. Give him 8 points now.
The D hasn't been quick enough to react to the ball inside. That's helped cause this run.
And so now a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Some changes for Boston. Vucevic comes in for Queta, and it's White in for Pritchard. And a change for the Magic. Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Wagner. Magic leading by 9. And here's Suggs. A steady force on their offense, recording around 14.5 a game. Wagner, the pass to Bane. 5 on the clock. It's hauled in by White.
Well, his team has the lead, but this has to be a bit of a concern for him. The shot isn't falling, and it's been a forgettable night. Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
A minute 53 left in the second period. Now Suggs. He's got 12. Bane, the pass to Wagner. Shoots over Brown. Orlando again missing.
Well, he hasn't had a great night shooting the ball, but they're in the lead, and that's the only thing that matters.
Tatum, good.
And force feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
1:24 left in the first half. White against Suggs. Pass to Wagner. On the wing, Bane. Here's Suggs. To snap the cold streak. It's hauled in by White. Outside Tatum. Elbow shot. It's hauled in by the Magic. Carter's got a rebound number 5 here tonight. Suggs against White. Suggs, the pass to Wagner. It's rebounded by Jaylen Brown. And he ends that fast break chance. An intentional foul. That's a textbook example of the transition take foul rule. And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight.
One shot.
And that one misses. Celtics trail by 5. White, the pass to Tatum. And here's Brown. Launches it. Orlando with a rebound. Carter's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
Suggs, the pass to Banchero. To stop the drought. And Suggs, the bucket on the assist from Banchero. Suggs has got 15 points. And so it's Orlando up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. And it's all due to their ability to own the paint. They've been dominant down low. We'll be right back after this word.
And thank you for joining us, as with 2 quarters in the books, it's looking good for the Orlando Magic.
Bench Bob. They've been on one, giving those starters a breather, and it's providing instant offense.
That depth also critical to staying out of foul trouble. All right, fellas, let's change it up. Time now for the power rankings.
Taking a look here at Orlando.
them making their move up in the rankings. I tell you, right now, they're at the top, and everything's on a positive trend.
That's what it's about, trying to get better each and every day.
And that is going to do it for us. Let's get back to some second-half action with Brian Anderson and company.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. Jalen Suggs with a strong contribution so far in this one.
He's been so disruptive defensively in the first half. His fast hands pick plenty of pockets.
And because of that, I expect to see a huge emphasis on ball control moving forward.
And so it's Suggs. He brings it up for the Orlando Magic. At the forward spots, the talented pair of Brown and Tatum. Sam Hauser out there with Derek White. And it's Vucevic in at the 5. And that's the group for Joe Mazzulla as we begin the second half. Now here's White. Offline with a baseline jumper. Wagner against Brown. Outside Bane. Wagner up top, defended by Brown. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Bane, the pass to Carter. Orlando needs to get off a shot here. The 3 from Banchero. And it's cleared by Vucevic. Vucevic has got 4 rebounds now. Well, granted, 6'10", 250. Banchero is a guard in a big man's body.
Yeah, B.A., he has a great handle, which allows him to get wherever he wants on the floor. And the vision to create for his teammates, too. But if you put a smaller guy on him, he plays bully ball.
And it's the Magic with the ball. Following the bucket by Boston. Pass to Suggs. Carter, a screen on White. Here's Suggs. And there's the rejection.
On defense, how valuable is White? He's a guard who can protect the rim.
Orlando leading by 6. Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. The 3 from Suggs. Sinks it again. That's his 7th made field goal in 11 tries.
So often, Suggs is used to initiate offense. But tonight, he's been on the finishing end time and time again.
White for 3. Good. And Brown gets the assist. Brown's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Orlando has got 7 of their 16 three-point attempts to go in. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thanks a lot, guys. Well, Desmond Bane, a deadly floor spacer, but he said, I have to be respected in a lot of different ways. Don't pigeonhole me into just being a catch-and-shoot guy or a movement shooter. I can score the ball in a variety of ways and do multiple things on the court. Back over to you guys.
A lot in his bag. Allie, thanks very much for the report. And some tough salary decisions this summer for the Boston Celtics, Coach.
Well, in one way, it's a good problem to have, possessing too much talent. But with this new CBA, it's harder to retain everybody like we saw with Celtics teams of old.
Now here's Brown, a valuable part of their offense, averaging a little more than 16 a game. Tatum passes to Vucevic. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed pass. And now just a 3-point Magic lead. And so now a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. Let's have a look at the early favorites to compete in this year's three-point contest. Many of the top shooters in the league.
Most of these guys are going to collect a ton of votes. And if this is who makes the final cut, then it's going to be a year to remember.
Well, you look at Tatum. He's gathered enough votes to currently sit at the number 4 spot on the list. He must be excited about the prospect of competing in this event at All-Star Weekend.
And it's obvious the fans want him there as well. He's a dangerous man from beyond the arc who could have a real shot at winning that event.
And we'll keep you posted as we get closer to All-Star Weekend. But that's our current list for the three-point contest.
It's going to be a fantastic competition. We've got an endless supply of shooters in this league, and that contest will be heated.
Here's Bain, following the bucket by Boston. Up top, Banchero. Banchero goes strong down low.
Well, you look at the strength of Banchero. He was built to finish through contact.
Outside, Brown. Back to Tatum. Nice ball movement by Boston. Back to Hauser for the tie. And it's Orlando with a rebound. Banchero's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Suggs. Nice D from Tatum. Celtics trail by 3. Fires for 3. Sinks the tray. Tatum's got 7 points here in the quarter.
You can really see their confidence growing as this game has gone on. They have reason to believe that.
Yeah, they're in this one. They have some momentum on their side, and they just need to keep up the intensity.
Here's Suggs, following the 3 by Boston. Outside Carter. Pass to Banchero. On the wing, Suggs. The 3. Rebound Boston. After this game, they can look forward to Washington, where they'll match up against the Wizards. It's a quick turnaround on the road. Just one game.
Flashing his athleticism there. Once Brown gets solid interior positioning, he's focused on jamming it home.
Here's Wagner. And he's been a big part of their offense, averaging more than 18 points a game. Suggs outside. And Carroll with a screen on White. Suggs, no good.
Something's off about him this quarter.
Yeah, and sometimes guys just start pressing. The best thing for him is to just slow it down and concentrate on solid shot selection.
And so it's Banchero who brings it up for the Magic. Left side Carter. Pass to Wagner. Brown with the steal. And here's the fast break. It's rebounded by Banchero. Banchero's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Here's Wagner. Nice D from Tatum. This is his 3rd trip to the free throw line in this game. Here are the Celtics with the ball. They're on a 16-5 run. Here's Tatum. Nice look inside from Tatum.
Well, just another night in the office for Jason Tatum. We've come to expect big games from him. He is that special.
And so now a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. And a chance now to check out the leaderboard and see the big men around the league who have made an impact on the offensive end last month. Second, Jason Tatum. In the 3rd spot, Paolo Banchero.
These big fellas come at you in all kinds of ways. They may not share styles, but they're all effective scorers.
Yeah, and what jumps out at me from these guys is the amount of skill they all have on offense. They can go at you so many ways.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And, guys, you cannot allow that in a close game. You have to make it harder than that.
So it's Boston now. Orlando making their last shot. White finds Tatum. 6 on the shot clock. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Tatum's got 22 points.
Well, his offense is carrying them right now. And even with the defense keying on him, he's making great adjustments on the fly.
Magic trail by 5. Here's Wagner. Count it, and 1. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play. It's on Sam Hauser.
Yeah, he's an elite forward in this league. Wagner is so good at finishing through contact.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Boston.
Well, they've clearly been focused on getting the ball inside. And up to this point, the defense has not had an answer.
They're also finding a lot of points tonight off transition play, running the floor and using the fast break to beat the defense.
Now looking at Franz Wagner, is there any particular thing you'd like to see him evolve?
Yeah, B.A., I'd say the three-point shooting. He's not bashful about taking them, but he needs more of them to go in. If he can do that, good luck guarding him.
Now here's Bain. He's got 6. Wagner, the pass to Bain. Up top, Bancaro. Pass to Black. Pritchard with a steal. In transition. Tatum with it. He's picked up by Bain. There goes Tatum, taking it all the way.
Tatum's got energy and stamina to last. You see it with how quick he consistently gets out on the break.
Carter, the pass to Black. And once again, off the mark by Orlando. Celtics lead by 5. Pass to Brown. From downtown, and Brown knocking down the triple.
A dangerous shooter from all areas. Brown's eyes get real big when he shoots these corner threes.
And it's the Magic with the ball. And Carroll with it. A guy this team turns to often, averaging almost 24 a game. From deep, Bain. And Pritchard pulls it down.
Yeah, he's just not himself right now. He's getting decent opportunities like this one, but just failing to convert.
Carter against Tatum. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Magic trail by 8. Wagner outside. Bancaro with a screen on Vucevic. Wagner, the pass to Bancaro. Oh, Bancaro throws it down.
Yeah, with his bigger build, Bancaro sets a solid pick, and then he quickly rolls into open position.
Here's Tatum. 24 points for him. Here's Vucevic. No good on the shot. Great D that time from Bain. Pass to Carter. Here's Black. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. And now it's just a 4-point Boston lead.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
And so it's Pritchard who brings up the ball for the Boston Celtics. Tatum with a screen. Pritchard surviving the D. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to White. Boston, no good that time either.
Yeah, you know, he usually makes you pay from that range.
Here's Black. Good on the bucket. Black's got 10 points in the game.
Well, yeah, you can tell Black is very comfortable finishing right under the rim. Has such good hops.
How about the unselfishness of this team?
Yeah, the willingness to make the next pass has this defense scrambling.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls the timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. Cadiz checked in for Boston. Walsh comes in for Brown. Batase's checked in for Orlando. Wagner comes in for Wagner. Here's Walsh. Yet to see a basket. White, the pass to Queta. And down it goes. Dunked it through off a beautiful setup.
Showing great vision in delivering the pass out in front.
Magic trail by 4. Here's Black. 10 points for him. Wagner outside. And Carroll passes to Batase, and Batase throws it down.
And the playmaking of Bancaro at 6'10", he really has a guard skill level.
And for the Celtics, they're shooting around 52% since the start of the third. Pritchard finds Tatum. 1:56 left in the third quarter. Pass to Walsh. Pritchard from outside. Drains the triple. 7 points in the game.
Their long-range shooting since halftime has been as strong as you could hope for.
Now here's Black. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Banchero right side. Tries it from the block. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a three-point play.
They're really looking to that inside game here in the second half, getting away from taking a bunch of threes.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Garza's checked in for Tatum.
And the playmaking skills Banchero has already are outstanding. Just such a unique young player.
And last season, Grant, the sale of the Celtics franchise for $6.1 billion. It seemed like a lot at the time.
Well, yeah, that was until the Lakers sale hit 11 digits last summer, BA. But in both cases, basketball decision-making doesn't change right away. In the case of the Celtics, the governorship doesn't transfer until 2028.
Here's Batase. Buries it from three. Batase's got 9.
Well, that's a shot you don't mind him taking. Gets a good look and trusts his shot to knock down the three.
Here's Pritchard driving inside. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. And the Celtics lead by 1.
His nimbleness makes him a unique threat at the rim.
.43 seconds left in the third. And here's Black. 10 points for him. Pass to Banchero. Taking the contact. Banchero.
Hey, whatever coach told him during the break is beginning to pay off.
Here's Garza. And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
Sometimes the action speeds up on you a little too much. Two teammates not on the same wavelength there.
Thanks to the AT&T Connected Cam for the up-close and personal view of that slam. Well, Orlando's shooting it at 52%. Now here's Banchero, defended by Hauser. Banchero passes to Batase, and Batase throws it down.
Did you see that? Look at the elevation on that dunk, B.A.
Man, he just cocked it back and fired it down with one hand. And we've just finished the third quarter. What a tight game we've got going. Magic out in front. They're up by 3. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter started. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm Assist of the Game.
And he definitely deserves the award. Reading the defense like a point guard.
Well, his height gives him the ability to see the floor, and he makes a quick decision and a great pass.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Fourth quarter on the court for the Magic. Anthony Black out there with Suggs. Then it's Goga Batase. Then there's Mo Wagner. And it's Wagner in at the 3, the small forward. Black outside. Pass to Suggs. Wagner with a screen on Pritchard. Suggs, the pass to Wagner. And the dunk by Wagner.
The purpose of the pick and roll is to create a shot for someone. Suggs recognized that this time that someone wasn't him.
It's Brown on the wing. There's the screen. Pass to Keita. Good. And Brown gets the assist.
Zero rim protection. Unforgivable in a tight ball game like this.
Yeah, there's no excuse for giving that up. That's the absolute last thing you want to happen.
Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Now Suggs. Wagner outside. Fires the three. And his 5th make of the game in 12 attempts.
Yeah, and look at the stroke on Wagner's 3. Total confidence.
Celtics trail by 6. Brown with it. It's hauled in by the Magic. Batase's got 5 rebounds in the game. Inside. And the dunk by Wagner.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
Yeah, I'd consider calling timeout right away after that one. The defense has to be better there.
Brown passes to Pritchard. Back to Brown. Shot clock at 6. Wagner with a steal. And it's good. Fought through contact, hit the shot, and will go to the line. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Magic.
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
Well, another major factor in the offensive performance was the fast break, converting on those chances when they get them tonight.
Free throw good, Wagner, and the 8th overall pick in 2021. Grant, what surprises you about Franz Wagner?
I don't think we knew he'd be this lethal off the dribble. His perimeter shooting has really been the lone hiccup. But once he locks that in, watch out.
Keita gets the bucket.
And coming down the stretch, both teams still playing fantastic offense.
Yeah, in hopes that your opponent is just going to go cold. That's not going to happen, it doesn't look like in this one. This might go down to whoever has the last possession.
Here's Suggs. It's rebounded by Walsh. Celtics trail by 9. Pass to Pritchard. To the middle. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. That's on Goga Batase.
Yeah, a strong move to the rack draws that foul.
First free throw is good. Boston making a switch here. Vucevic is checked in. Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Orlando. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Magic leading by 7. Picked by Carter to the inside. And it's slammed in by Carter.
Well, keep in mind, Carter has run these sets countless times. He's reliable when it comes to knowing where to go.
Here in the 4th quarter, just under 2.5 gone by. Pritchard against Suggs. Outside, Brown. Shot clock at 5. Back to Pritchard. Brown finds Pritchard over Suggs. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. For Orlando, they've gotten 5 of 6 shots to go in the 4th. Wagner, the pass to Suggs. Wagner up top. Pass to Black. Oh, a beautiful reverse layup. And it's an 11-point Orlando lead.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
Here's Pritchard. Hauser outside. Here's Keita. Lets the 3 fly. The rebound by Carter.
I can't believe he missed that 3. Regardless, that's not a shot the defense should be giving it.
Wagner, the pass to Wagner. And it's Wendell Carter with the foul. That's his first foul. Some changes for Boston. Tatum, he's checked in for Queta, and it's White in for Jaylen Brown. Then for Orlando, Banchero's checked in for Franz Wagner, and it's Bane in for Black. Pritchard against Suggs. Outside Tatum. Hauser outside. Clock at 6. Pritchard, the pass to White. Three-pointer goes up. Three-pointer goes down for White.
He's hit a pair of threes each half, making a significant impact.
Here's Bane. Banchero outside. Picked by Carter. Just 5 to shoot. Banchero delivers inside.
Time and time again, they're creating good looks from close range.
And Tatum's got the ball here for the Celtics. Pass to Vucevic. White for 3. The rebound by Carter. Carter's got 13 rebounds in the game. Glass eating. Here's Suggs. He can't hit that time. Nice D from Tatum. Celtics trail by 10. Pritchard, the pass to White. And there's a 3-second violation.
When you're trying to cut into a lead, you can't afford that kind of mistake.
Yeah, that's just a lack of focus. Plays like that can really frustrate a coaching staff.
Walsh is checked in for Boston. And the Magic making a change here as well. Black's checked in. Kicks it out to Bane. No good on the 3.
Well, sometimes it's just not your night. But despite his struggles, they're ahead in the game.
A nice shot by Walsh.
Can't argue with a chance like that. Give me more of those.
Orlando leading by 8. Banchero surveys. Pass to Bane from deep. The rebound by Jason Tatum. Tatum's got 14. Yep, 14 rebounds for him tonight. Outside White. Tatum a screen on Wagner. White for 3, and it's Orlando with a rebound. Banchero passes to Wagner. 3 on 3. Here's Vucevic, and it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. He is not messing around, calling them into the huddle. And Boston with some changes. Jaylen Brown comes in for Walsh, and it's Hauser in for Pritchard. Then for Orlando, Franz Wagner comes in for Wagner, and it's Jalen Suggs in for Black. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Over the break, I listened in on Joe Mazzulla's huddle. He ripped into their perimeter game and their energy level, saying to his guys, you're just running through the motions out there. There's no hustle or desire to chase them off the three-point line or to try to get open looks from deep on the other end. Guys?
All right, Allie, thanks once again. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Magic leading by 5. Bane from deep three-point land. Sinks it. What range from downtown.
Well, already an improvement for him from beyond the arc in this half.
White against Suggs. Nice ball movement by Boston. Back to Brown. Takes a 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from Tatum. Tatum's got 6 assists here tonight.
Yeah, and after not making any triples in the first half, That's his second since the break.
The Magic have gotten 8 of 13 shots to find the basket in the fourth quarter. Suggs, the pass to Wagner. Whoa! Emphatic finish from Banchero.
Oh, what tenacity on the boards. Banchero takes pleasure in capitalizing on the offensive glass.
Pass to Tatum. Hauser outside. 4 on the clock. Here's Brown. Rebound by the Magic. They led by as many as 18. Here's Suggs. Oh, he goes to the glass with that one.
Well, that's just the physicality from Suggs, fighting off defenders in close.
Celtics trail by 9. Tatum fires. Oh, he missed the jumper.
And that's just an off-balance, low-percentage shot, especially without room to operate.
Suggs outside. Here's Bane for 3. And rebounded by Tatum.
He continues to let it fly, but the makes have been few and far between.
Whoa! Jaylen Brown! A big-time finish.
Yeah, we know Brown loves some aerial theatrics, and he really went all out there.
And we've got a timeout from Jamal Mosley, looking to get everyone dialed in and engaged. Here's Banchero. Carter, a screen on Tatum. Banchero misses the 3.
That's staying connected to the shooter and timing the contest.
Here's the pass to Brown. Vucevic. Now Brown. Wow, gutsy finish inside by Brown.
Well, Brown sees himself as a leader on this team, and he can come up with big points when they need him to. Well, this is what he does. When you need him to come through, he answers the call.
And Suggs has got the ball here for the Magic. Wagner outside. Now Banchero. 1:46 left in the fourth quarter. And rebounded by Tatum. Celtics trail by 4. He launches. Vucevic. Oh, he stayed with it and got it to go.
Those are some veteran instincts there by Vooch, knowing the situation and giving his team needed points.
And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today. You can't make it that.
Brown outside. To tie it up. Can't get it. Orlando's gone 2 of 6 so far in the fourth. Here's Suggs. White with the steal. And they're on the break. On the wing, Tatum.
Yeah, this is something we might see Banchero work on. Improving his ability to knock away shots. Whoa, that is as clutch as it gets. Big time play.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. The pressure is on, and he's got a plan to share with his guys. outside. Here's a pass to Tatum. Vucevic, the triple drop.
Big Vooch with a big bucket. That is clutch.
.29 seconds left in the final quarter. Grant, they'd love to milk the clock here.
No question. They're in a great situation right here.
Suggs outside. 6 to shoot. Fires the three. The three is in.
Gotta love how they've just maintained their intensity, even when they're this far up.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, just protect the ball, make smart decisions, don't give them a chance to get back in the game.
Now a timeout called by Boston. 11 seconds left in the game. From a coaching perspective, what are the keys to focus on here?
Searching for a fast bucket, then a way to stretch things out.
Yeah, and then they have to foul quickly and hope for some misses at the line.
Payne with a rebound. And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those, so they get into the penalty.
Getting a little desperate at this stage. I mean, the clock's the big factor.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Shooting 2.
He drops the first one, and that puts him up 5. And so both free throws good, and it's a 6-point ball game.
When you've got your opponent down, don't let him up. This one's all but over.
So it's Orlando picking up the win. Just a gutsy performance on the road.
It really was. When this one was up in the air late, they showed how tough-minded they are as a team.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Coach Stan Van Gundy, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. And now let's take a look at our player of the game, Paolo Banchero.